Hello, welcome to the small hearing room here in the Harwich Town Hall. I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Harwich Board of Health, Tuesday, February 17th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. As required by law, the town may audio or video record this meeting. Any person intending to either video or audio record this open session is required to inform the chair. Is anybody intending to record this? Now, is anybody here not signed in on the back table? If not, please do so.
Yes, sir. The recording's a public record, is that correct?
Yep.
Correct. You can find it on the top. Yes. Cool.
All right. Open to public comment. We have the Food Excellence Awards.
Yes, and we do not have anything in our packet to support distributing those, so we are gonna wait to hold that off until,
We're going to put off the Food Excellence Awards until March,
yeah.
and we are going to move on to the minutes of our previous meetings for January 20th, 2026. Has everybody had a chance to review those minutes?
Yes.
Does anybody have any questions or concerns or alterations needed related to those minutes for January 20th?
And we do have Sharon online, so if we are gonna vote on anything, we just need a roll call vote.
All right.
Move to accept.
Second.
Vote.
Aye.
Well, Ron. Roll call vote.
Vote.
Ron. Aye.
Aye.
Janet.
Aye.
Yeah.
Pamela.
Yes.
Sharon.
Yes.
Is that an aye or just a yes? Hello.
Aye.
All right. All right. We have accepted the minutes for January 20th. We'll at this point move on to new business. We have a violation appeal request for 109 Route 28, 105 CMR 410.0. Minimum standards of fitness for human habitation.
So either of you want to get up and discuss the
Well-
reason for appeal, or, I mean, we can hear you from there, but you're more than welcome to come to
Okay,
the
yeah,
table
right.
and just state your name for the record and,
Yeah, my name is Raymond Hoyland. I'm the landlord at 109. My daughter actually owns the building.
so.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
we're
I mean, I see a list of violations here in the main house, including a thermostat, Jetson tub not functioning, broken sink, water damage to ceiling by the window, outside post roof structure rotted, unsafe, and smoke detectors needing to be checked to make sure they are operational. Has there been any updates from the health department on this? Has there been any movement towards repairing any of these issues?
So we conducted an inspection, we issued the order letter, and we received a request for appeal. So as far as we're aware, none of these have been
Okay.
corrected, and the landlord is here to request an appeal for the violations.
Well, I'm also here to show cause as to why the notice should be modified or withdrawn. You and I have never met, correct?
Correct.
Have you and this lady here ever met?
I have not.
Have you ever spoken with anybody in the building besides,
Mr. Edmonds?
Yes.
I have not.
okay. Are you a building inspector?
I am a health inspector. I enforce the minimum standards of fitness for human habitation.
Okay. But you don't know what the status of any of the work is, do you?
No, because nobody has reached out to me to.
I did too. It's right here.
I got a letter for an appeal.
Yes,
Which is why you're
it says
here.
here, please note I've had no prior contact with anyone from the Board of Health regarding this matter. I was here a few days after I received this.
Okay.
And the lady here, I told her that I'd like to speak with you directly, so to avoid all this, so to bring you up to date as to what is actually happening.
This is the first communication I have on your behalf.
Okay, all right, all right. Are you aware of what the issue is between the landlord and the tenant is?
So my role is to not get involved in landlord-tenant disputes. My role is simply to perform an inspection upon request and note any citations or violations of the housing code if discovered.
Okay, good. But you do not know what the status is of any of the work, correct?
At this board meeting, the relationship between the tenant and the landlord doesn't matter, to be perfectly honest, just put it bluntly. So, I mean, these violations, are they truly violations, or are you arguing these that
Correct.
they're not done? Okay.
Correct, that was never spoken to, so the lady here just said that she doesn't know what they are, except what she saw, but she doesn't know what the process is and what's going on. Is that what you said?
So in regards to, when your tenant came in to make this complaint, I tried to explain the same thing to him. We don't get involved in exchange of monies, in any kind of relationship that is landlord. If he's having trouble, all we can do is, if he's requesting an inspection, come in and complete the inspection. If we find violations, we can move forward with violations. If we go in and we see no violations, we cannot move forward with a violation order. We went in and we found violations of the housing code. So
Okay.
that is why you received the letter.
Let's start with the first one. The thermostat in the bedroom is non-operational. Have you ever seen the lease?
I have not seen the lease.
Okay, is it usual for
But
thermostats?
if a unit is there, it needs to be functioning. So regardless of
How do you
whether
know
it's
it's
a
not
washing
functioning?
machine, it was reading below what the temperature requirements were.
Okay, how do you know it's not working?
Because it was reading below, so this is for you to verify that it's functioning.
No, it was functioning, but I took it out of
Okay.
the room.
So it needs to, if it's there, it needs to work. So like any smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, if they're extra and you remove them, they need to be replaced, they can't be
Who
removed.
removes them? Me? I've never removed
I'm-
any.
I'm not saying that you have, I'm saying for an example. If you have extra smoke detectors or carbon monoxide detectors that don't function but are there out of unnecessity, you can't just remove them, you need to replace them. Same with the thermostat. If it's there and it was once operational and it's not functioning and we find violation, so you can have a plumber or the plumbing, you can have a plumber come out and testify that that thermostat is functioning.
Ma'am, that's not my question. How do you know it wasn't functioning?
It wasn't reading what the temperature requirements were
But
supposed to be.
that's not my question. How do you know it's not
I'm not
functioning?
gonna debate with you on whether, so if you want to demonstrate to us that it's functioning, you can have a licensed
Can I call
plumber
my
come out.
witness here?
And,
You need to state your name and
My name is
anything you want.
Catherine Ford. I'm a tenant.
and I would like to know what your specialty is and what makes you an expert on whether this is functioning or not.
I am simply a tenant in the building.
So you have no experience with thermostats or
I'm not
anything
an
else whatsoever?
electrician or a plumber.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to ask her a question. Have you talked to Jim?
Yes, I have, numerous times.
And you went to the door
Mhm.
and you asked him to close his windows, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Jim's windows are constantly open because he is smoking in his room.
Who's Jim?
Jim is the tenant.
The complainant.
And so if the thermostat was below, it's because he had his bathroom window open.
And again, all we're asking you is to have a professional come in
I'm not going to
and-
do that, ma'am.
and verify that it's functioning.
Then you'll be found in violation.
Well, then I'm going to appeal.
The
You're
thermostat
appealing,
has,
that's what you're here for.
the thermostat has never been functional in that room.
It needs to be.
Well, no,
it
it
does
doesn't.
not. No,
The
I do not know
functional
of any.
thermostat
I
is
know of
in
no-
another room.
I know of no tenants, no landlords that allow a tenant unless it's in a lease, to be able to adjust his own thermostat. The room temperature, what did Jimmy tell you was the room temperature when you went up there?
He's hot one day and he's cold the
But
next
what did he
day.
tell you it was?
He was cold.
What did he tell you the room temperature was?
I don't recall, Raymond.
Was it
I'm sorry.
75 degrees?
You know, he's
Okay.
nuts.
So minimum requirements is that it's maintained at 68 degrees during the
always
heating
is.
season. So it wasn't reading that, so that's what we're
The
asking.
windows were
'cause
open.
so
Did you
I
observe
can't-
the windows were
The
open,
windows
ma'am?
were not open when I was there.
Okay, then
So
how do you know he didn't just
the-
close them?
I don't know that he doesn't close
you
it, but I
ask
don't
him?
know that it functions either.
Time
So
out.
this
What do
is
we
where-
need to do about the thermostat?
You don't
Yeah.
get to call timeout. Why don't you sit down?
Excuse me.
No,
What do we
I
need
am
to
the
do?
I am the chair of this board. Sit down.
I'm explaining.
Away
that
from the table. Go have a seat.
In order for this to not be noted as a violation, we need somebody to come in and verify for us in writing that they've
Well, I'm
inspected
just
it.
telling you, I took it out of the room.
But if
But you
it's
can't take it
functioning,
out of the
that's
room.
not a
Why?
resolution, because per the housing code, that's not
It's
a
already stated it
resolution.
multiple times.
I'm not allowing a tenant that leaves his windows open and the thermostat turned to 68. That thermostat controls everything on the second floor. All my tenants there, this is my testimony, are complaining it's too hot. I can show you on my cell phone. It's 91 degrees one day in another tenant's room. 91 degrees.
So that is where, if you get an expert to come in and
No,
verify that,
why would a landlord want to go to create expenses when there's no issue?
because there has been an issue that's been noted. So we can't be the ones to go into, so if you want us to come back and go into every room and do an
No,
inspection of
I
every room.
don't. Between
We-
now and then,
we
I'm
can
hiring
look
an
at- we
attorney,
can-
Arnie Lett.
Okay, we can look at thermostats in every room, but a resolution
There is no
can't be.
thermostats in other rooms.
Okay, so the resolution
Well, how do you
can't
know
be
the
to
temperature
remove.
of the other rooms then?
Because they have their own little thermostat for room temperature,
Thermometer.
with thermometer, yeah. And they're all complaining it's too
So-
warm.
If this is the thermostat that controls,
No, it does not.
but you just said
You
that it
just-
controls
No, I
every
said
room
at
on
one
that
time
floor.
it did. That was my daughter's room.
Okay, so what thermostat
It's in
controls
the next room.
the next room?
Yes.
So the thermostats need to be accessible. So if they're locked, if they're within a single tenant's room, they should be where you have access if you want to control the temperature. And that would be, I think, a reasonable solution, that the board can waive this violation if you wanted to have that in a area that you control and that you have some kind of lockbox. I've seen that before, where the tenant, the landlord has it
It is
controlled.
actually, the thermostat is actually in another room.
Is it in another tenant's room, or is
Yes.
it another common
But
area?
is it a common area? No.
So it should be accessible by you if it's gonna be controlled by you.
Oh, I can get into his room
Yes.
anytime.
If it's
I-
the one that is controlled, but if
Yeah.
it's one that like is a temperature gauge, what controls just the temperature read for that room, then it should be there and functioning. If it's the main thermostat that controls the main floor, it shouldn't be locked away in a tenant's room. So if you want to relocate it in a common area and put a lockbox on it, so
Oh, I
you're
see
the
what
only
you're
one
saying.
that has control over it.
Okay, so if I put it in a common area and put a box on it so that I control it, the landlord controls it,
Mm-hmm. That you
you're
control
satisfied?
it, yeah.
How long are you gonna give me to do that?
We can work with you. Good faith effort is to start within 30 days.
Oh, I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay, so that's a good faith effort, if that's the concern for the thermostat.
Okay, so
I
is
don't
it?
know if you want to work through the rest of these
Yes, I do.
violations.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The second one is the jets in the hot tub are not functioning.
So that is one that we're determining that based on mold buildup around the tubs. So those jacuzzi tubs are a little funky in the way that you have to use them, they have to operate in order for them to not hold mold.
How do you know that hot tub was plugged in?
Well, it should be if it's,
No.
again, it's.
How do you know I did not have an agreement with Jim, the tenant, that he is not to use it in exchange for a discount in rent?
Then the
Can you
mold-
show us
the
that
mold-
agreement?
It's an oral agreement. I've known Jim for 14 years.
You have nothing in writing.
No.
And this kind of goes to that same if it's there, it needs to be functioning.
Yep.
It's not a required, obviously the jacuzzi tub is not a required, but it should be functioning.
I'll
And
plug it in.
those jets can cause more problems because they are known to hold a lot of bacteria if they're not cleaned properly, if they're not functioning properly, if there's constantly water just holding in them. They can create mold issues, which I think was the concern here.
Okay, let me address that. I have a woman that comes in and cleans the rooms for me,
Okay.
and I do it for free for the tenants if they wish.
Mhm.
And her name is Eileen DeBono, and I pay her. And she noticed the mold. I noticed the mold when I went to Jim's room, and I asked him, "Why is the mold there, Jim?" I don't know of any landlords that clean bathrooms. Do you?
I don't know.
Do you clean your own bathroom?
I sure do.
Okay, well, why shouldn't Jim?
He should, but the issue with this, and this is one thing that, it's the jacuzzi tub units not functioning that is creating the mold around and
Did
within.
you try turning it on?
There was no water in there, I wasn't gonna turn it on.
You put water in. Have you used a hot tub? This is my daughter's room. That hot tub was brand new and has been in there for 16 years.
So my understanding with the jacuzzi tubs, that if the water is not constantly flowing
But
through
what
those,
did
they
you do
build
to
up extra
verify it?
bacteria.
You took the tenants.
I took photos of the mold buildup. That's what I did.
And the landlord is required to clear the mold buildup?
Or to verify that it's functioning.
I just did. I just told you. All you have to do is push it on and turn the water on, obviously.
So we can come out and conduct a reinspection and you can verify that those are functioning for me.
I'm not sure. But I'm not responsible for mold on the wall. The tenant has to clean his own bathroom.
The mold buildup was just based on the fact that these jacuzzi tub jets weren't functioning.
Well, but you didn't verify it.
So if you can verify for us by plugging it in and turning it on,
When would you like to come out?
whatever is, you can call tomorrow and set up an inspection for us to come out.
Okay. Is that all right with you, sir?
You have to make
Yes,
sure
it is.
Jim is
And
still,
when that's working, then this is
you
a
have to
non-issue.
give, you have to give Jim a 24-hour notice.
I know what I'd have to do,
Okay.
sure, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So these are some of the smaller concerns that I had.
Okay. Okay,
The sink has a crack down the middle of it
yes, it does.
that is uncertain that it's watertight.
It's
So
watertight,
that's the
yeah.
concern with the crack down the middle,
It's
is that it
watertight.
might not be watertight.
It's
And
watertight.
it should be.
Let me ask a question on this one, so get this one way. When you came into the house, you came in through the front door, correct?
Whatever, yes, so,
Yes.
yep,
Okay, and did you notice immediately as you come in, there is a box with a new vanity for that bathroom?
I did not notice that.
Okay, I have it on my cell phone.
Okay,
I took it that day you were there, okay?
okay.
And I was gonna put that in, and Jim got sick, and I need somebody to help me,
Okay.
obviously. So it hasn't been done as of now.
So
But the
if it's-
sink does not leak.
If it's on order, that
It's there,
should
ready
be
to
a
go.
non-issue.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
And then there is water damage to the ceiling above the window.
There
That it looks
was.
like there was a leak.
There was, correct.
Yep.
It's been repaired.
So we just want that water damage, the
It's
peeling paint
repaired.
should be, okay, well,
Yeah.
it wasn't at the time that I was there.
It wasn't
so-
leaking.
But it appeared that there was water damage to the ceiling.
Of course.
Okay, so that's our only way to verify if there's a leak that's existing or
It was been
continuing
repaired.
or, okay, so
I'll tell you
you
what, I
have the
can give
water
you-
damage
I can show you the
area,
repair bill.
you have the water damage area remedied
Mhm.
and it doesn't return and we know that the leak has been.
Yes, it's because it has.
So the other issue, and this is probably one of my biggest concerns, is the outside post roof structure is rotted and unsafe. So when you come to that front door entry, there's a post here that is really rotted and it's kind of like there's wood pieces that are kind of holding it together to kind of create some stabilization there, but it's not, it's very rotted.
How do you know that's a structural member?
It's one of the two posts holding your roof up.
How do you know that's a structural member?
It doesn't
you
matter,
bring-
it's a structural component
No,
of that.
no, it's not, ma'am. No, it's
It-
not. It's this.
All right,
It's,
we're gonna debate everything. That is probably the biggest concern that I
when
have,
you
is
walked
that
in,
rotted
did you see,
piece
ma'am,
of
when you
wood.
walked in there, and you looked immediately to the left, did you notice 2 new columns?
I did not,
Okay, I have it on my cell phone.
okay.
Okay,
I'm
I've
looking at the
actually have
damage that is
6 of
there.
them.
And if that's,
It's
it could,
in
and this
process,
could
ma'am.
have, this
You
could
never
have,
talked to me.
no, because this is the first that I got from you.
No, I came in here.
Okay,
And
well, I was
talk to your-
unaware of that. I would have called you back,
Well-
and we could have had a conversation. You could have set up a meeting with me when I was available
asked-
on my schedule.
I
We
asked
could have had that
whoever the lady is,
conversation
I
then.
don't recall her name, but she wrote down on a little piece, I think this is it right here.
All we're looking for is compliance with these, whether it
Of
means
course.
that you can show me that they're functioning in
Or show us that
today,
you're working on
or
it.
show
Of
us that you're
course.
working on it.
Yeah, I've got,
Okay, but that doesn't mean that they weren't violations when they went out and inspected
No,
it,
what
sir.
I'm saying is the violation cited is not based in fact. It's not a structural member.
So any
It's just-
structural
it's just a-
component,
it's a-
whether it is a piece of the structural that holds the
Ma'am,
place
you
up,
just said
or-
you're not a structural person.
I said that it is not if it's not a structural, it is rotted wood that is
Correct,
there.
I said, yes, it's my job with my daughter to maintain the building,
Yes,
okay?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing,
okay.
you know?
So I don't understand why we're arguing about the rotted wood
No,
if there
you're
was
saying it's
intent.
structural, it's not.
But it might not be
It's
structural
It's
in
part
nature
of
for
the
engineering, but
building.
it's part of the structure
It
of
is
the building.
part of the structure.
Window
It
trim.
is in repair,
Stop,
sir.
stop, let me finish, okay, because I framed for 8 years.
Good.
I know structural. It doesn't have to be a support beam to be considered part of the structure. Are you denying that there is a piece of wood there that is rotting?
No,
Great, then it's in violation.
I disagree with you, sir. I'm gonna tell you again, it is not
in-
a
it
structural
doesn't
member.
have to be
It-
a support
it
beam.
is in process,
If the
sir.
structure,
Sir.
then fix it. Right, you're not denying that it was rotting when they were there, correct? Great, then it's a violation.
The house
And
is
if
150
you're saying
years
that
old.
you're replacing it, that's good faith. But instead of saying, hey, I understand there was rotting there, I am working to replace it, you're sitting here and arguing with her.
No, man, no, sir.
Yes,
That's not what I'm
you
doing.
are.
I'm saying, how do you know it's a structural member? I
We're
agree,
saying
and
that's
it's in
irrelevant.
process. It's in process,
It is
sir.
irrelevant whether that beam supports anything. If it is physically there and part of the building, part of the structure of the building, not a support beam, not holding anything up, and it is rotting, it needs to be replaced. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, sir. You
Great.
are representing to be a building person, correct?
Many years ago, yes,
Okay.
sir.
Well, I'm inviting you over. You can read
I
what
don't
I've
need
been
to
doing.
replace it. Replace it.
It's in process, sir.
Great. That's good faith.
Everything's here says make a good faith effort within 30 days.
That's what I'm trying to tell you folks. That there's a lot of stuff in older homes that have
You're
constant
stuck
maintenance.
on support. We don't care about it being a support beam. It's part of the structure. Replace it.
I agree.
All right.
The member to replace it is right inside the door.
So
It cost me $1,000 a column.
the request for hearing was to appeal the fact that these are all violations.
Correct.
So there are a lot of things that are either you can show us are functional based on a reinspection as of early as tomorrow.
Sure.
Or you're already working on addressing by having the supplies in hand, which we can verify while we're on site.
Well, you could have done that while you were there.
Well,
You
nobody-
didn't call
no-
me. You didn't
nobody
talk to
ca-
me.
We didn't have a phone number to call you or talk to you.
Jimmy
I-
sure does. Right on the
So-
wall, as you come in, is this notice to tenants here about smoking in the building with my phone number on it.
Okay. Well, my apologies for missing that
Oh,
your
no,
phone
I
number.
understand.
This is standard practice to cite the violations, get the order letter out, and either have the conversation to discuss how you're going to move forward. I apologize here on record for not getting the message that you were in to see me to call you back, and that it got to this point. But as long as we can move forward with a remedy for these things and a solution, and I'm not saying you have to have everything repaired today, but we just wanna start to have these things addressed. And a good faith effort within 30 days can sometimes go beyond 30 days.
It
as
might
long
take
as-
till the summer because outside and in the shade, it's on the north side of the building, you know?
With the
No.
weather and
Yeah.
all circumstances considered, we're not looking for everything to be done within 30 days. We understand that there is a reasonable time frame for things, and that is all we're trying to,
Your
generally,
apology is accepted.
generally
This
30
could have been
days.
avoided.
Excuse me, I don't think,
Please, Catherine.
Yeah. 30 days is generally just you letting us know that you've started the work to find somebody
It's been started this past,
to-
a
and
year
that's-
ago, actually.
That's all we're looking
Yeah.
for. And we just want to confirm, just due to the amount of occupants in there, that smoke detectors function, because we could not test anything the day that we were there.
Well, if you'd have called me, I would have
Okay.
told the tenants that
Which is-
everybody,
and
listen, tenants remove smoke detectors, especially if they want to smoke in a home. And I've put this notice on there for the last 5 years. There's no smoking, open flames, in a room. They do it anyway, including Jim, the current tenant that made the complaint.
That's why his bathroom window is open.
Nobody asked.
Catherine, please.
Is Jim still living there?
Yes, he refuses to pay rent. He says as a senior citizen, there's nothing they can do to stop him from smoking.
Well, that's a completely different issue,
Well, it's an underlying cause as to why it got to here.
but what we want to do is just verify that that's
Of
either
course.
these things are functioning as they're supposed to,
Well, that's what I wanted
or
to
they're
do,
gonna be
man.
remedied.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's not necessarily appeal of the violations, it's a pathway forward, is
Well, what I
we're here
wanted to
for.
do, it says right here, I wanted to, as to why the notice should be modified or withdrawn. I'm doing all this.
So
Had you have
Right.
spoken to me,
it will be
So
withdrawn as
you've
soon as
been
we can
notified.
verify.
Yeah.
The good faith effort that you will show us,
sure,
then it will be withdrawn. But not until that good faith effort is shown.
okay, let's go to the next one then.
I think that's it.
What is it?
Yes.
I think we
I can't correct all violations, I've told you why, because I have to rely on
But-
contractors.
Right. And we just said,
Within 30
good
days.
faith effort needs to be shown.
Yeah, it's
Right.
in process.
Right.
Sir.
Show them.
So we're
So
just,
show them.
we just wanna stay in communication
Really, it's that
until,
simple.
till the
Show
repairs are
them.
made.
That it's in progress. Don't just sit here and say it's in progress. Set up a meeting and show them. It's that simple.
So if we
It
can
really
come out
is.
and verify that the thermostat is in a central location,
I'm taking it
controlled
out of the room physically.
solely by you,
Yeah,
then that will check off that list. If we can come out and you can plug that jet tub in and show me that it's functioning, we
Mhm.
can check that off the list. If you're planning on replacing the sink, and you can show me that
it's right
the
there in the
water.
hallway, yeah.
Okay, I saw a toilet in the hallway, that was the only thing I saw in the hallway.
That's no longer there, that is in another room. It was
Okay.
put in another room.
So, water damage has been repaired, we can check that off the list. Then we would just be waiting for the sink installation, the post repair,
That'll be done
then
probably in
if
the
you
summer,
can
sir. Is
ver-
that okay?
verify the smoke detectors are operational, we can give you until the summer to replace that post and beam.
You know, ma'am, I wish I was there, because right on there is a contractor pack of smoke detectors and CO detectors.
So,
I think it was 10 in a pack,
We
because they go missing all the time.
we just wanna verify that that is functioning. And all we were asking for is just for you to test them and for a written statement to be made that you verified that they're functioning. But if you would prefer us to come out and physically have you test them when we're on site, so we can rule that out, that would be sufficient,
Okay,
since we'll be there anyways.
okay, what about this issue about this mold? I talked to Jim today. No, Catherine did. In the hallway, Jim puts his trash, which over the last 2 or 3 years, as every tenant there, he takes them to the dumpster. Now, everything is in a hallway, 10 bags. and including on the hallway steps. That's what I'm dealing with, and this is why I have no choice but to evict somebody that thinks he doesn't have to pay rent because he's a senior citizen and believes he has every right to smoke in his room.
Well, everybody has to pay rent.
I'm
There's
already in court having him evicted.
There's no-
I can't deal with the guy. The real problem, sir,
Okay.
he drinks too much.
So there's no violations
Has
on
no
here.
business here.
Yeah, okay. That's why I'm in court.
And there's
Yeah.
no violations here that allow him under our code to withhold rent. So in some circumstances, the housing code, if it's a condition deemed unsafe, it will be a condition that allows him to withhold rent under certain legal requirements.
I know what they are.
There's nothing noted on here that is deemed to endanger to the point where he can withhold rent. So,
Nothing. That's why he's being evicted, but also for smoking.
well, if it's a violation of his
And
lease
none-
to smoke inside, that's a
No, it's not,
different.
it's a violation of the law that you folks, to enforce. I have it somewhere. It's right here, please,
Well,
please. It's right here.
Smoke, and no smoking in residential properties?
That's what it says. You haven't seen this before? Here it is. It's section 127A, chapter 111, general laws. Gives you full authority. I wish you'd have talked to me. I don't want people smoking in the house for one reason. My insurance agent says it very clearly. It burns homes down, especially if the tenant.
I don't disagree with you that
Okay,
smoking inside
but
is
you're
not,
here to enforce it. It says right here. It says right here. You've never seen this before?
not for residential properties.
Yeah.
Put your hand down.
Catherine, please. Catherine is completely frustrated, as are the other tenants with Jim. You know, I've tried everything.
I'm really close to asking you to leave.
Yes, be quiet, please. Sir, I've done everything I can to help this man. I'm frustrated,
Yeah, so
I can
the-
tell.
okay?
And I can understand your frustration.
That's why I'm in court. And I
Right.
have to evict him, but for the smoking, the other tenants and this
Follow
lady
through with the court and that.
Correct.
Right. They're totally separate issues, and I hope that you understand that.
Sir, of course I do.
Okay.
But what I'm
Okay.
saying is, the reason behind calling that Board of Health in the first place was what I just suggested.
Be a little ticky-tack, absolutely. Could be a little tit for tat on why he bothered calling in the first place. I don't disagree, okay? Maybe you two had an argument and he
No,
decided, hypothetically,
Okay.
hypothetically, the two of you had a little tiff and he decided he was gonna call and file a report. Maybe that's the only reason a report gets filed. We go out there and find violations. It doesn't really matter why the report gets filed. Now, it sounds like most of these you've either got well in the works or plans for. So just set the meeting up with Carrie, show her the good faith, and then we can check all the boxes off. The issues with Jim as a tenant sounds like a real terrible situation.
What I'm saying,
it's
he's
not
filed
for this
false
board.
reports.
So these violations weren't there when they went? Because I think we already established that they
What
were.
I'm saying is,
So it
prior
wasn't
to
a
he
false
deciding, prior to he deciding to not pay rent because he's a senior citizen, and there's nothing I can do to stop him from smoking in the room.
Again,
He and
not
I
paying
got along
rent.
just fine.
That was it. Not for this board. You understand that, right? We have limitations as to what we have effect on.
Sir, off the record, do you understand why real estate investors in Massachusetts have had it? With over-regulation? That's why I'm in Florida. There's none of this. Okay, that's all I'm suggesting. What I'm trying to do here, sir, is to have the Board of Health, and I understand exactly their difficult mission, to work together. That's all I want to do.
Right. So set up the meeting and then just show, and then we'll sign off and it'll be done.
Okay, thank you, that's all okay. Okay.
It's
We
that
understand,
easy.
right, ma'am?
Yes, and this is a law that allows you, the landlord.
To make a
To
complaint.
enforce, yes, to enforce.
Well, and you,
To enforce.
and you, read it again. Read it again, right here, section 3.
The Massachusetts Department of Public
Public
Health.
Works shall.
promulgate regulations and implementation for enforcement of this act.
And what
That's
else?
saying that we can. So this would be the act that I would.
Nothing in this act shall preempt further restriction by the Commonwealth, any department, agency, or political subdivision of the Commonwealth.
So the enforcement of not smoking is, to this reads to me that you're allowed to say in your building that you can't smoke.
No, I don't,
Well,
I
let me-
can't allow it. Read it again. I
Let-
can't, a
I will
landlord
adjust that.
cannot.
And if you want to file a complaint over smoking in
Yep.
the building, we can come out and we can inspect for smoking in the building. So-
We've all seen him.
I have
Okay,
not.
so file a
I have
complaint.
not.
But
I've been
that's
in,
why
I've been in the
please,
apartment once.
that's why I've asked
I've been in the
you.
apartment once.
That's why I asked
So if
you.
you want me to, if you want to file a formal complaint over smoking in the building and let all your tenants know that we're gonna be coming
all
around
complain.
checking for smoking,
Yeah, they all complain.
then we
Yeah.
can respond to your complaint regarding smoking in the building. Okay?
Okay, are we in basic agreement here that I'm working in good faith? I don't know why I'm here in the first place, frankly. Had you talked to me, and I would have said, okay, fine, I didn't understand that, I'd do it, of course.
So
It doesn't behoove an investor
call
to let a property dilapidate.
Call tomorrow and set up an inspection at your convenience, and we'll come out and do a reinspection and tick off the things that you can verify are not in violation.
Okay, I'm gonna make a complaint right now on the behalf of my tenants and the building.
So
This
when you
man
call,
is smoking
Come-
in that room.
when you call,
Come to the health department tomorrow and make that complaint where it needs to happen and when it needs to happen. This is not the place for it.
You
What is
can't
the
do it.
documentation that's needed? Because I'm reading, it says the Board of Health can enforce these regulations and the tenants have a right to report any smoking violation.
so we need to come out and
What is
verify,
the-
we need to
what
come
is the
out and verify that
documentation?
smoking is happening in the
So
building.
do I need to take pictures of people smoking or?
You need to
like-
come in, make an official report tomorrow. This board, right here, right now, is not the time or place to
Okay,
make that
I
report.
understand,
No,
sir.
no, I'm answering the question, don't cut me off. Come in tomorrow and make the official report and complaint, and then the health department can go out and investigate. That's when you can show them whatever proof you want to show them.
Could you advise me on what proof would be appropriate?
Well, you saw it.
Yeah, but I
So-
mean, me seeing
So if you're
something,
smoking in the if somebody's smoking in the building and you have evidence,
I've seen it with my eyes.
and you can photograph it like you said, or we can come out and go into their unit and confirm that they're smoking in the building. I mean, it's not necessarily enough to smell smoke, because smokers' clothes and everything
Well,
smells
if you
like
read that
smoke.
again,
Well, that's
if
what I'm
you read
asking.
that again-
Is my word good enough to say
ma'am,
that
if
I'm
you read that
cleaning?
law again,
I don't think this is
just the
issue
odor
of the
of it
violations.
going
I think we're
between,
going
No,
off,
but-
is
Yeah.
enough,
We
I
went off
agree.
topic.
So
okay?
yeah, we're off topic.
file your
just-
complaint, and we can discuss a
Okay.
future complaint over smoking in the building. Set up an inspection for us to come out, and we can verify what is not a violation on this list.
Okay, so as I understand it, in good faith, all the repairs are being made. There are numerous other repairs going on in that building, by the way.
That's good.
It's an old building, it never stops, right?
Yeah.
And it's a very well-funded building. There's no mortgage.
So-
I'm 77 years old, I gave it to
So,
my
like I said,
daughter.
just set up the meeting, show them,
Let's come back
we'll
tomorrow.
sign it off.
Okay, oh, so we're good for now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, an inspection and file your complaint.
okay. Listen, Carrie, Ms. Sharona,
Mhm.
let me give you my phone number. You can call me anytime you want.
Okay, happy
Yeah.
to. I will put it in this file.
508-728-9701.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm happy. Thank you, sir.
Good evening.
Oh,
we'll be happy to come out and re-inspect.
getting old.
Here you go, Brandon.
Oh, Sympathy. Oh, that's another thing I'll do. Thank you, ma'am.
So you can make a motion to uphold the violations.
I'll make a motion to uphold the violation.
So there's still violation until they come in and show you in good faith.
Yes.
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 Till the violations are corrected. So
Yes.
good faith to give them time to make the corrections.
Any
Yes.
second?
Second.
Vote by roll call. Ron,
Aye.
Janet,
Aye.
Sharon,
Aye, aye.
Pam,
And I get
Aye.
my mic on.
and myself. Aye.
I just, no, that's,
I agree. We're just gonna move on at this point.
Okay.
You don't have to say anything else, Ron. I think enough has been said. Permits, as listed below. Anybody with any questions on the new permits here for the town of Harwich?
No questions?
No questions on the permits?
Nope.
We have any motion?
make a motion to accept.
All permits, second.
Vote by roll call. Ron,
Aye.
Janet,
Aye.
Pam,
Aye.
Sharon,
Aye.
and myself. Aye. Permits have been accepted. We have a work session. I'd like to, at this point, ask, you're sitting here, do you have any?
My name is Maya, and I actually happen to know Janet and Pam from the hospital. I'm a registered nurse at the hospital. I am in school for my bachelor degree in nursing, so I have to attend the health board meeting and write about it and.
All right.
That's a good
Well,
one.
welcome, Maria. Okay, I didn't know if you had anything you were here to add to any of them,
You
but
got a good one.
welcome. All right.
Really good one.
So then, on to the work session then. Discussion for future Kratom ban regulation.
So, recently the town of Mashpee has adopted a ban on kratom. It is an emergent concern, as it is an unregulated product, and it's causing a lot of harm to specifically the youth and young adults. We're seeing a lot of side effects from as minor as just nausea, hallucinations, to liver issues, and even some as severe as death. So they're products that are fairly easy to get, and we would like to possibly put this on an agenda to entertain a ban for any retail sale of kratom products in the town of Harwich.
Yeah, sounds
I
good.
think it's a great idea. Have you girls had anything at the hospital?
We got a couple. I think someone died, but I don't wanna pick, but one was critically ill for a long time. And I don't think ever came back to it. normal. So,
I know we have a lot of vomiting, an awful lot of vomiting. I mean, people coming in with nausea, vomiting. I'm sure you probably see that too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lot of
Yeah.
hyperemesis syndrome from,
Yeah.
a lot of it even tied back to just marijuana. This kratom is new to me as of, the reading of this the first time around, and certainly open to having this on an agenda and moving forward to discuss in full, absolutely.
Yep. So what we'll do is we'll get it on for next month's official agenda.
Yeah.
We're gonna notify our tobacco establishments that it's gonna be on the agenda and open it up to them for discussion. If, what we'll do also is modify the town of Mashpee's regulations, kind of adopt it word for word. I didn't see any necessary changes.
Question. Part of it is the synthetically
Right.
derived cannabinoids. Are we going to be doing that too?
I think there is a current bylaw that restricts the sale of some of those already.
Okay,
But we can make it more inclusive. But I will check with, I think that comes from our police department that enforces that bylaw. So I will make sure it aligns with, or isn't redundant to what they sell. Like, I believe the Delta 10 is something that is not allowed, but I think the Delta 8 may be. So,
okay.
we'll double check.
Is that the amount of, the main ingredient in it?
The THC and the
Yeah,
synthetic
yeah.
cannabis,
High,
yeah.
10 is the higher.
Yes.
Well, it's good.
Are they selling them now?
I would have to double check. I know,
Like some of these shops, are they
the
selling?
Delta 10 should not be on the shelves. I think the Delta 8, that's the one I have to double check on to see if that's the one.
Are the agents checking these places that are selling?
We inspect twice a year our tobacco establishments,
Okay,
and we look for products that shouldn't be on the shelf.
yes.
Okay, so we'll bring that back next
Sure.
month
Sounds
and
good.
put it as an official agenda item.
All right. Any correspondence that wasn't in the packet?
So one of the correspondence that I did want to talk about, the MAHB certification program. There is one in Holyoke, one in Plymouth, one in Marlborough, and one in Danvers. The PHE grant will cover the cost for any of you to attend if there is any interest in attending. I just need to know by tomorrow if you have any interest in attending any of these, in which session you would care to attend.
It's not gonna be video recorded or anything, but,
No, this is just a,
yeah.
a training for your purposes. I think it has some great topics on the agenda, including open meeting, holding public hearing, nuisance actions, opioid abatement funds, so. Housing issues,
I'll let you know tomorrow, because they're actually, maybe the Saturday, the 11th in Marlboro, two birds with one stone. Maybe we'll go out and visit my brother, and I'll take Saturday morning and do that. So I'll let you know.
okay, yeah, the sooner you could let me know, the better,
Absolutely.
but I'll put on a tentative.
Weekend I'm off. There's one in Denver.
Gary, this is Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, I'm looking at March 21st, and I think that's a possibility. How soon must you know definitively?
Tomorrow. Actually, I was asked if I could let anybody know by the end of today, but I did reach out to Katie at the county and asked, said I'd be bringing it up at tonight's meeting. So I can put you on for a tentative for the March 21st, and if you could let me know as soon as possible, preferably tomorrow.
Yeah.
We did send out an email about this a little while ago, but I
did
just
see that.
just
Yeah.
need final counts.
I've been kind of waiting to see how I was feeling.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
that's the one I plan on attending.
on March 21st?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll get my husband to drive me. You're
Okay.
welcome to come along if you want.
It's the closest on a Saturday, and I'm happy to drive you if you need it,
Okay.
since I'll be heading up there anyways.
All right. Yeah, so put me down for that.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Anybody else? You're the Danvers one? Yeah. I know, that is a hike up there.
My schedule.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
every weekend, every other weekend I'm working, so that's all.
Oh, we all are. Yeah,
Only here's the other weekend.
yeah. I have to look at it. I'll let you know
Okay.
tomorrow.
And I'll find out if they are going to be like recorded, so you can watch them later on.
That'd be good. Why wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Would seem,
It's a fair question.
Yeah, I'll ask if they're gonna be recorded.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anything else to add?
Kind of anticlimactic.
I know. It feels like after that, like there should be a lot more. Other feel like it
did they
I'm happy
record-
with a short
came
agenda.
off like
Did they record?
burning hot and ready to fizzle out towards the end here.
Was this recorded?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great,
Oh, I'm sure.
combative.
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
It's okay.
Oh, no,
So anyway,
All right.
and I don't know
Okay.
who that lady was,
Anyway,
but anyway.
Tenant.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
No.
All right. Any motion to adjourn?
Second.
wow.
All right. I guess I motioned to adjourn. Ron quickly seconded. Can we have a roll call vote? Ron,
Aye.
Janet,
I
Pam, Sharon, and I. All right.
Aye.
funny.
Well, that
As meeting